too short. Real quick on these hoses that you buy for your showers, your water heaters, your butt guns, your toilets, whatever. I learned this in South Carolina. There are cheap hoses and there are good hoses. One way to tell, not only by price, but here's the problem. Inside this, you see that? That's a very thin piece of plastic tubing, and I mean thin. I can just easily smash it. Some of these have a braided hose inside of here. Now there's probably plastic tubing inside the braided hose, but it keeps that tubing from expanding and blowing out if it gets overpressurized or kinked and whatever. These are not the ones you want. You want the ones with the braided hose in them. You're probably going to pay twice as much for them. They're probably going to come with a warranty, but trust me, they're worth it. South Carolina, I had bought 2 butt guns, installed them, and within 1 year, both of these blew out. Both hoses. And fortunately, I was sitting in the living room at the time that each of them blew out, 3 months apart. And I was sitting there and I just heard like water running. I'm like, what the hell's that? Because I was the only one in the house at the time. Something wasn't even living there yet. What the hell's that? I go in, first was in the master bath. I went in there, water's just spraying all over the bathroom. Hurry up, shut the water off. Then basically just took the hose out. Didn't use it till I got another one in. And then about 3 months later, I'm sitting in the living room and I hear psh again. I'm like, what the hell? I thought the same hose blew out. Maybe something was wrong in that bathroom. As I'm going by the first bathroom, I see water just going all over the room. Again, shut it off, fixed it. But yeah, these plastic tubing inside are a piece of shit. I recommend you look for the ones with the braided hose. And you've seen how easy that pulled apart too, right? And that's how easy it snaps back together. Just a cheap made hose. And unless you're building a high-end house with a high-end builder, this is the kind of crap you're going to get when they purchase it. I noticed this when I see some rust here I missed, but I noticed it the other day when I was cleaning rust off this. I noticed it was kinked. And the problem was, he bought too short a hose. This thing was bent like this right back up to the water heater, and that's why it was popped open like that. You see how easy it comes apart, and then how easy it goes back together. It's just too short a hose. So this is, I think, a 120. I bought a 170, and those are about the only 2 lengths I've seen in Taiwatsadu. And like everything else, most of the time a little extra is better than having not enough. I say that on wiring and plumbing and everything else. Okay, it's early afternoon. We are going out on a search mission, I guess. I don't know. I need to find some of these grass, whatever, I don't even know what they're called, grass shingles or whatever the hell they are. They put them on the roofs of salahs and stuff. We stopped at a couple places recently to try to get some, and they're like, oh, we don't sell them. Stopped at the knockdown places. But they said, oh, go to this part south of Camthalac. So just drive down the highway. There'll be places on the side of the road to get them. So we basically know an area to go and look for them. So we're going to go do that here in a little bit. Sampit seasoning some pork for dinner tonight. And Kate, the little girl, is here. So we got to get her home, drop her off, and then we're going to head out. And we're taking the pickup so we can load up. I do want to get enough to go all the way around here this season. Reason being, the sun never gets shines in just a little bit at the peak of the equinox, but I want to put them across there because when the wind goes sideways when it's raining, it will literally blow rain almost all the way to that wall over there. So when it comes from this side and does that, it doesn't even hardly make it to the sofa. I mean, it might get a little bit of sprinkles over here, but the heavy rain doesn't get even to the sofa coming this way. So I want to do the same thing over here for that reason. So I got to get 10 meters worth. So that's the plan. Let's get in the truck and go. All right, it's getting evening time. Our downtime today, we decided to go find some more of these things. We had to go clear to Canthalac and then head south almost to Cambodia, literally. I think we were probably less than 10 miles from Cambodia. But anyhow, there's an area down there where they make a lot of this shit. We checked a couple places. They just kept saying, oh, go there, go there, go there. So we just gave up and went over there. Probably, I don't know, 70 kilometers from here, 60 kilometers. I don't know. It was a pretty good ride. But anyhow, we got them about half price what they are locally. And we couldn't find any locally. We got these ones right here in town last year, but they don't have any this year for some reason. I don't know. But we drove clear over there, and fortunately, they're half price, and these are 1.5 meters long. The ones we bought before were 1 meter, so they're actually bigger and half the price. So that's good. But I bought enough. I'm going to leave those there, and I'm just going to hang another row of them halfway down, like where the thick part is, 3/4 of the way down, from column to probably about where that walkway is. That will get me clear into sunset, because right now the sun's setting over here where it's shining right in here in this living space. But we'll double row that one and then put one row across here to just column to column. And the reason I want to do that is because when we get a good hard sideways rain, it comes in here and it'll get almost all the way to that wall over there. And just these plants and that gets it normally about maybe to the back of the sofa, a little bit on the sofa sometimes, just depending on what's going on. But yeah, so I thought I'd hang them over here this season so that we keep the rain from coming in here. Eventually, these here should get tall enough to cover this whole thing. I don't know if you can tell it, but these here are all new sprouts. So they're going to be quite a bit taller by the end of this year. But eventually, they should get all the way to the top. We bought these in about gallon jug size bags and put them into these pots that are 3 times that size. So they should grow pretty good if I can keep them alive. You can see these here are all going to get new leaves, and they're going to be up like this year. But I did put the shorter ones along this side on purpose when we put these in last year. So anyhow, that's our project in the morning. Get those things up. Especially this side, because this time of evening, sitting here on the sofa, that sun's low enough, it comes right in there and burns on me. You can see I got my laptop covered up because the sun's trying to cook it. So that's the main reason I'm doing it. And on our way back, we come right by my fish food supply place. They didn't have the fish food I bought last time, but they did have something equivalent to it. So we're going to try a new brand and type of fish food. It is a plant eater fish food, which is the main thing I'm looking at. And these are the small pellets for the small fish. They typically make 3 sizes of pellets, and they have just protein type food and then the plant eater, and then they have like a mix. So that was our afternoon. It's freaking hot out today. What's the temperature? 36. So that's about 97, 98 degrees. So winter's over. Some dude running across the rice field. There's no road there. He's on the rice field. I need to get me a beater bike so I can do that. It's morning in paradise, but it's hot. It ain't even 9 o'clock yet, and it's over 90 degrees. 31 Celsius, I think it was just a minute ago, and it's like 8:45. Last night we went on a midnight run, grabbed some eucalyptus. I was going to use it to hang that second row of grass, whatever. I don't need to figure out what these things are called. Grass shingles? I don't know what the hell they are. Thatch roof pieces. Because what I want to do is, I got a rope across there holding those up, drop 3 pieces of rope down where I want to hang the lower ones, hang a piece of something across there to hang the new thatch roof pieces to get them down to the grass or the palms down here. So anyhow, we went and grabbed these last night. My concern is by the time I get one long enough, it's pretty heavy and the end is pretty thin and flexible. It might be because it's green probably, but long story short, we're going to try to round up a piece of bamboo this morning. She's on the phone right now trying to get a hold of somebody over there that has some bamboo. So if she can get a hold of them, we're going to go over there and grab a piece of bamboo. If she can't get a hold of them, I'm not sure what the plan is. Not sure when I'll get up there and do that though, because like I said, it's already over 90 degrees. Okay, we're on the bike. We're gonna head out across the field and see if we can't find some bamboo. First, we gotta find the owners. And we're on the little bike because if they're not there, Sampit's gonna take her bike and go to town and leave me out here at the bamboo. Whoa! Loose rock they stole from me. Where are we going, straight or over there? Straight is this way.
Yeah, right.
In the field. Look at a baby cow. Follow this road. Across the canals. Oh, is that where we're going? That little thing there? All right, like a little bucking pony here. Straight ahead, where? Oh, there's the road over there. A big one. That's a mama, not a boy. Yeah. Oh, shit, I missed the road. I'm off the road here. We're off-roading on the Scoopy. Look at those poor trees, man. Up on the canal over here, or what? And then go behind the house. We're at right here. To the house. Now make our own road. Where'd she go? There's a motorbike. Where are we stopping here? Yeah. Is this the bamboo?
Yeah.
Okay, so a few videos back, I was looking for a place where they were pushing dirt into the river. Well, first off, this isn't the river, it's the old river. The actual river's over there now, but this is where it used to run. And this is where they were pushing the dirt in to make the field bigger. So now it makes a little more sense. Looks like one of Pa Cream's dogs right there. Those ones that keep coming by our place. Here's the bamboo we're looking for. This is not where we got it last year. Last year, I don't know, it was over there somewhere in my report. So this is just, nobody lives here. This is just their cow farm. I'm sure they're out here every day with their cows. In fact, it might have been their cows we just went past, I don't know. What was that, a rat? I just seen a rat down in there. I don't need a big one. Find one that's easy to get out of there. Watch for snakes. All right. Huh? What? Well, it's clear up and goes that way off through there. I mean, I could get it out if that's what you want. pinching the blade. I have the microphone. You want to go that way or this way? Huh? Ooh, soy ma. You got your machete? Good. Ooh. About 5. A meter's a little longer than my step, so that's about, yeah, that's good. Cool off. Worked up a sweat with that. This stuff's awesome. Well, while she's doing that, I'm gonna get this pointed up the right direction, so we're just gonna drag it home. In the wet season, obviously this fills up. Man, some big freaking logs. That's got to be heavy as hell. That little walkway or dock or whatever it is. That's paradise right there. That spillway thing we were at is 100 meters that way. So if they had a road that went right straight across here, we could catch that river road and go out. Ready? Crab. Okay. Some more of my rock. I had that rock by the road over there last year when we put that down, or 2 years ago, whenever it was. Everybody went out there and helped themselves. Let me get turned around. Here, let me get turned around. We should have asked her, hey, can we come and get a couple more if we need them, and just give her 100 baht right now. You okay? Some more of my rock. That guy drug that tree out of here the other day. He drug 2 trees and loosened up all the rocks. I mean, it was a little, Yes. Probably just drop that right here and I'll come back and get it. All right, we survived. All right, with the weather like it is, it's going to be an on and off project, so I'm not going to bore you with it. We'll just show you the end result whenever we get it done, probably tomorrow. If something else comes up today, we'll be sure to share it with you, though. Early afternoon, it's probably, what, that'd be like 97 degrees out right now, 35 Celsius, something like that. Yeah, I think so. What? Anyhow, just made up my afternoon smoothie, 3 mini bananas and 2 mangoes with ice. Absolutely delicious. Nice, refreshing afternoon. Before the sun got too far over the house, I was able to get that second row in there. New stuff, I added one on the end. When I get done getting this here and maybe a piece over there yet, I will put one over that thin spot right there. A lot of those fell off the end of that stick that they're mounted on, so it's kind of thin there, and I kind of spread them out, but I'll get that covered up. Not that it's a big deal, but so yeah, nothing on the agenda this afternoon. Just kind of sit here and let the heat pass by and watch some YouTube videos, enjoy my banana mango smoothie, wait for it to cool down, and then get something done later this evening. It's another day in paradise. Did not get anything done on this yesterday evening. Had a subscriber stop through from Sweden, Wolf and Louise. They live in Sweden. They have property here that they're just starting to develop. They're going back to Sweden to design a home. They'll come back in a year or so. He didn't really indicate when. I'm not sure if he knows yet, but they're going to come back and start building a home. He's only about an hour from here, or the land is. So I told them when they get ready, let me know. We'll go over there and we'll follow their house build. Okay, is it possible to OD on bananas, potassium? Because today it's all bananas in the smoothie. Didn't have any ripe mangoes, so straight bananas. I don't even know how many I put in there. 8 or 10 of those little miniature bananas. As you know, we just harvested bananas a couple days ago, so they're ripe and need to get consumed. So straight banana smoothie today. This here, I did put a can of, what is it, golden white malt. It's a milk in a can that they have here in Thailand. Adds kind of a little bit of a malted flavor to it. But because the bananas are so dense and don't have a lot of liquid in them, I didn't want a banana pudding, so to speak. So I threw this in there along with the ice to kind of just liquefy it. Quite delicious, but a lot of bananas. Back to the thatch roof pieces. We did get this finished up this morning. It's supposed to get up to 38 Celsius, which is about 100 degrees today. It did hit 98 degrees yesterday, so it was getting pretty warm. But we got these done this morning. Got this here, actually added another one down over there, just kind of left the walkway there with the higher piece. Got these hung over here. The downside of doing this is it will cut down the wind coming through here when it's hot. But cutting down the wind is what I was trying to do when we get those rainstorms where the rain blows all the way to this wall. It will now, with these plants here and those there, will probably get in, somewhere, might get the sofa a little wet or whatever. Maybe even to the table, but before it would blow all the way to the wall, this would just be soaked through here. That there, I don't expect that rain to get very far at all because it is pretty much full coverage. It just depends on how much the wind displaces those. So there's a good side and there's a bad side to them. The other downside is it does darken it up in here a little, which ain't the end of the world, because now when I'm sitting here with these hung here, I don't get near the glare off the TV that I was getting before, so that's a good thing. That cool Thai house video came out a day ago, 2 days ago, something like that. I don't remember. A lot of comments in there about it. And, I don't care if you agree with what I do or not. You're entitled to your opinion, and I'll respect that. Believe what you want to believe or think what you want to believe. I don't care. But I will say this. If you're one of those people that sit in the air conditioning every day, all day long, I wouldn't even recommend trying that unless you just want to preserve what time you turn on your air conditioner. because it's going to heat up in there. And I said that in the video, if you go back and look at it, it's still going to heat up. But like yesterday, it was 30, 36, 37 degrees outside, but it was only 31 in there and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's not going to keep it cool, for God's sake. It's only going to keep it from heating up as much. So you try to just isolate the hot air from getting in there. That's all I'm trying to do. But like I said, you do what you want to do. I don't care. I just show you what I do. And that's basically with everything I do here. I'm not saying I'm right about anything. I just do what I do and I share it with you. You can either take it as advice or take it that I'm an idiot. I don't really care. The next project on my list, I mean, things are going to come up, but I think the next one I'm going to start working on is I want to put a little like platform right off this corner here, similar to the Salah without a roof, because I go out there and go down in there and then throw feed out for the fish every day. So I think I'm going to make a little walkway out there out of steel and that mortarboard or Suraboard, whatever you call it, for the floor over there. And then that will give me a place to put a high pressure pump under there. I'll be able to pull electric right off here for the pump, bring the pipes back, run it over there, tie it into there to feed back over there. And then later on, tie it into that pipe right on the other side, that post there that ties in these sprinklers here. As I said, I'll have to dig this up and put a check valve and a shutoff valve in there. But that's all way down the road. First things first will be deciding what I want to do there in that corner. And then starting to work on that. But the first thing will be just the walkway out there. And then working my way down to mounting a pump underneath it like I did over at the Salah over there. I just got to be careful. I can't get it too low or that water's going to get up and get the pump wet. I'd prefer to set it back here, but it's really going to, I don't think I can do that. It's really going to depend on the lift rating of the pump. If I can pull it up and then drag it across, which I probably could if I get a big enough pump, but I don't want to get a giant pump. I just want to get something that will sufficiently water this and this out here if I choose to do that. The reality is I may end up putting in a sprinkler system for the yard here. I do have a timer that Sumpit's friend from Bangkok sent me. I haven't really took it apart and studied it yet to see how many zones it is or what have you, but I could literally put a valve box right here somewhere, put the timer here on the house, power's right there, run the lines down here to the valves and run the sprinklers out there on a couple zones and then run 1 or 2 zones over here. But that's just way down the road and it isn't even on my agenda, but the possibility's there. So first things first, I'm going to start mind-boggling this next project. With that, thanks for joining us, Paradise in Thailand.